KasinoGeeDa1 is a rapper who's on the line with us here. How are you today?
I'm good, man. Just living life.
Yeah. So, can you tell us a bit about your early life and your upbringing in Dallas? How did it shape your perspective and influence your music?
And my music, a lot of the stories that I tell, and still tell is like from my early upbringing as far as me as like a kid, basically running the streets, stuff of that nature. So like a lot of my music is like past stories or just from different perspectives of stuff that I've been seeing.
And how did you first actually get started in the music industry and made you kind of want to pursue it seriously?
It wasn't until like I always did music until about until I was like 14. I was signed to a label actually at 14 when I was younger. Even still didn't never really take it seriously. It wasn't until like recently in 2016 once I got so I was arrested at the age of 17. It was there when I was in the penitentiary that I really just started like, when I get out, I'm gonna take music full throttle and take it seriously.
And were there any particular artists or even experiences that inspired you to pursue a career in rap?
As far as particular artists is, not really. It really came down to just like experiences and like just seeing what was going on in the music world and like how everything started to change more, where it became easier but also a little bit harder as far as like putting music out. When it came out with platforms like distribute your music, like TuneCore and Ditto Music, Digital Kid, stuff of that nature, and seeing that and seeing how the music industry is today and how easy it is to put out music, but also how much music gets put out on a daily is what allowed me to actually take it seriously, but it also would influence me to actually put out music because it became easier as
Yeah.
far as with the streaming.
And you've moved around in the music industry, to put it that way. So, what are some of the challenges and lessons that you've encountered along the way?
As I said before, like it's easier to move around as far as like putting music out, the distributing music. You can make a song today and have it put out tomorrow, and be on Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube, stuff like that. But in terms of as far as, the fan base, building a fan base is kind of hard because there's so much music that's put out on a daily, so it's just like crammed down people's throats. So like kind of so you have to know how to navigate around that, finding a fan base, being able to build that fan base and connect with your fans. You also have to be able to, what I'm saying, like everybody has different tastes. You have to be able to just, kind of navigate.
And your music often touches on a variety of themes and experiences. So, what are some of the key messages or stories that you aim to convey through your songs?
Messages that I convey through my songs, like, this is just like just basically speaking on my life experiences and stuff that I've seen. A lot of people, as far as what's going on right now in the music industry, you see a lot of these artists that's still living within that lifestyle. They glorify that lifestyle. I don't glorify that lifestyle. Like I said, I've been arrested at the age of 17, so I'll speak from past experiences. But what I try to convey is basically tell you the side that they're not talking about, the going to the penitentiary at a young age and stuff like that, as far as not glorifying it, I'm giving you the actual raw truth of what's going on, what's going to happen if you continue to do what you do, stuff of that nature.
So, what is your creative process when you're working on a new track or album?
So my creative process, I kind of just like, go through the music, go through it. And I'm saying I kind of like come with a theme as far as what I want to talk about. So I will go as far as once I figure out what I want to talk about, then I typically get into the verse or the hook. It just depends. Sometimes, a lot of times it's more of the verse before I even write the hook. But so it's like once I get into that of theme of what I'm writing about, once I get to that verse or that hook, I kind of go from there.
Do you have any particular rituals or routines that help you get in the zone?
I just like sit back. A lot of times before I write music, I just sit back and just think on my life, how it was and how it is now and the transitions from there to now and how can I tell the story of how it was back then. I'm saying before now.
Are there any artists or producers or collaborators that you dream of collaborating with in the future?
Yeah. Oh man. It's a couple artists. Big Homie G, Moneybag Yo. Also want to move like more of like an R&B style. So so like Chris Brown, people of that nature, The Weeknd, Mary J. Blige. There's people that's already out, that's already up, that have already been out for years. That have made classics. That's my goal. I don't want to be just a regular artist. I want to be an artist that made classic music that people remember years later down the line.
How do you see your music evolving in the coming years? Are there any specific directions or genres that you're looking to explore?
As right now, I do, like I say, I rap about my life and how it was. And, some people consider gangster rap, trap rap, even drill rap. Some of my music might be considered drill rap. But when I was locked up, I started exploring other genres of music, like country music as well. So I'm looking into that and trying to, so I started on that, and I'm looking to like kind of branch off into that.
Are you able to share some insights into your upcoming projects or releases? Any teasers that we can look forward to?
So I do have an album dropping in May called Time Will Tell. It's going to be a mix of, like I said, I'm looking to get into country. So it's going to be a mix of not just rap. It's going to be like a mix of rap and country. Sort of like how Nas X had did his song with the country and rap. It'll be a little sort of mixture. So look out for that.
Yeah. And in the meantime, where are we able to find all your music that you've released so far?
You can find it on all platforms: Amazon, Spotify, YouTube. Any streaming platform you can think of, I'm there. Pandora. You just find me all over.
Excellent. Well, many thanks for joining us today. It's been great to have you here.
Not a problem. Great to have you.